Today I'm going to try to make a video on how to remove your old tint off your vehicle window. We all love that tint until it starts peeling and we have to remove it. So we call around town and we find out it costs a small fortune. So in my best Grinch impersonation, I start to think, why? Why does it cost so much? How hard could it be? I must stop it from peeling anymore. But wait, maybe, just maybe, I can do it myself. Okay, so now we're outside and my phone is acting up, but here's what I'm talking about with this nice bubbling tint. We've all seen it, right? Okay, so now I'm in my car, and as you can see, it's pretty hot out here because I'm really hot right now. Well, I mean, not like hot, but sweaty hot, okay? Well, okay, maybe just a little bit hot, considering this 91 Mustang is not the only dinosaur in this video. So, yesterday I'm watching video after video on YouTube as I research how to remove this tint. And people are saying, just rip it off, just get underneath it and tear it, it'll come right off. Use acetone. Hey, gasoline. One person says, charcoal starter fluid. What? Charcoal starter fluid? Not in my Mustang. I happen to like my dinosaur car. Can you imagine you call your insurance company? Hello? Insurance? No? I have no idea how my car just spontaneously exploded. Oopsie. I don't think that'd probably go over so well. So, people tell you to just peel it off, so I try to peel the tint to remove it. As people tell you, just get underneath that and you'll come right off easily. So you do. You start to pull and you peel and you're thinking, hey, this is really easy when you're ripping it off because it really does come off easily. And you'll think, why do they charge so much? This stuff comes right off. It's a piece of cake, right? Until this happens. You have big torn pieces of this stuff, okay? And you think, hey, I'm done with the hard part. But you're not. So do not just tear the tint off like that. But wait, it doesn't stop there. You look at your window and you realize it's a nightmare because you think it's all off until you wash it and find out it's not off. There's this big, nice big film of this stuff, like this stuff, yeah, all over the window with tons of glue. So now you have this, along with that. I don't even know where it went, but there's hundreds of tiny pieces of it. Sorry, I know that's annoying. Okay, so now you've got to scrape this stuff and you spray with Goo Gone or alcohol. Doesn't work, sorry. Well, the Goo Gone works a little, but the alcohol doesn't work at all. Windex, nope, that doesn't work at all either. Guess what? It took hours and hours to scrape that stuff off. Yes, using the razor and the Goo Gone and pulling pieces of this little clear cellophane stuff off. Because apparently there's more than one layer to this tint. There's the tint layer, and then there's this clear layer that you think is like glue, but you find out it's not. It's actually like a cellophane, the entire window. And then there's, of course, the nice heavy-duty glue that doesn't seem to hold the tint on there the way you want it, but it sure doesn't come off when you want to take it off either. So, once you make the mistake of peeling all this off, without getting under the layers and lifting it up properly and applying your super glue. Yeah, maybe that's what they use, super glue. Anyway, once you get it all off of the window, which I did eventually get this stuff off the window, I'll show you. My phone isn't working right for some reason, so there's a thin layer of residue on there still. So now I'll have to remove that next. But that shouldn't be a problem. So anyway, whatever you do, don't just try to tear your tint off because it'll be a nightmare. So, now that you know what not to do, and yes, I am dying in the heat here, let me tell you what to do. Let's talk about the right way to remove this tint, which brings us to why I'm sitting here baking in this car right now. Okay, so first you have to get your car windows really hot, heated up. So you could either A, do what I did today. I chose to park in the sun to heat the windows up, or you can use some type of steamer device, or you could use a blow dryer, but your windows must be heated in order to get this tint off efficiently. Okay, so now that the window is hot and I'm melting, you cursed tint. Oh, okay, so maybe I just got a little animated. Me, just a little. Okay, we'll move on to the next step. And I'll show you an easier way to get that old window tint off. But my car fortunately got hot enough today, as you can see, and I managed to take the window down, and on the very, very corner of this window, right up in here, you can see I've already got it started when I said, hey, why not YouTube it? So I got underneath the corner right here with this little razor, which works pretty handy actually. Some say use that little push tool. And once I actually started to kind of pick at it under here first and then got under the razor, I was able to take, yes, the Goo Gone that everyone talks about, but actually really works good if your car is really hot. You can get underneath the corner here. Wish I had somebody to hold the camera. Anyway, and I began spraying the Goo Gone in. You take the Goo Gone. Yes, I dropped the razor like a klutz. And I got the Goo Gone in here. I let it sit a minute. And it may seem like this is kind of time consuming, but really it went very quickly. All I did was take this razor. If I had two hands, I could show you that I would pull it just a little as I did this. And push, 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 push. And as you can see, every layer is coming off. See that? There's nothing left down there. And it's actually better than doing this that I did the first time, and I don't want to do it. And you can see once the Goo Gone's in there, you can almost pull it off too. The whole thing with this is it's getting the glue, it's getting the dark layer, it's getting the clear layer off without having to spend 2 days of trying to scrape after you make the mistake of pulling all that tint off. Okay, so now that you have the tint off, one last step. This product right here, you can use any glass cleaner, but I love this McGuire's Perfect Clarity Glass Cleaner. I think I got this at Walmart, if I remember. And you spray that on the window once all the tint is off. Take the razor if you want, if there's little bits of residue. If not, just spray it on, or wipe it off with a cloth, and you're good to go. So hopefully it all works for you the way I showed you, and you don't end up with this pieces all over the place. Okay, so happy untinting.